If you are moving to Dallas-Fort Worth and you're trying to figure out which suburb is actually right for your family, stop Googling and watch this first, because after helping dozens of families relocate to DFW, I can tell you that the internet gets it wrong a lot. Hi, I'm Dee, your Dallas real estate expert, and I help Dallas homeowners sell, buy, and relocate in the DFW area. And if you're new here, welcome. This channel is your shortcut to learning what it's really like living in North Texas before you make the move. Today, I'm gonna break down 7 of the best family-friendly suburbs here in DFW. So we're gonna talk about the schools, we're gonna talk about safety, the housing prices, the commute, the community feel, and honestly, which suburb fits what kind of family best. Because Frisco, Flower Mound may both be great, but they are very different lifestyles. So by the end of the video, you should have a much better idea of which suburb actually belongs on your list. All right, before we get into the suburbs themselves, let's talk about why so many people are choosing to move to Dallas-Fort Worth right now. Because honestly, there are a few really big reasons. The first one being no state income taxes. And if you're not new here, you have heard me talk about this before. And if you are coming from somewhere like California, New York, or Illinois, you are going to feel that difference pretty fast. For a lot of families, that's real money back into their pocket every single month. Money that can go towards a bigger house, your kids' activities, savings, vacations, and honestly, just less financial pressure overall. Another reason why people are moving here is the strong job market. DFW is one of the strongest and most diversified economies in the country right now. From industries like tech, healthcare, finance, logistics, corporate headquarters, it's all here. You've got companies like Toyota, Charles Schwab, Goldman Sachs, and a ton of others continuing to expand in the area. And when families feel confident about the long-term job opportunities, there are a lot more comfortable planning routes here. Another reason why people are moving to Dallas is because there is space to actually live, and then there's more space. This is one of the biggest shocks for people relocating to Texas. A lot of families come from places where they're paying a fortune for a smaller home, and suddenly they're out here and they can afford a backyard, a game room, a theater room, a home office, and sometimes all of them put together. You just get more house for your money in a lot of the suburbs here in DFW. Another reason why people move to Dallas is that the DFW suburbs do really master plan communities really well. We're talking walking trails, resort style pools, parks, playgrounds, sports courts, fitness centers, community events, and some of these neighborhoods honestly feel like mini resorts built around families. And a lot of buyers love that because it gives their kids things to do without constantly having to leave them in the neighborhood. Another really cool reason why people are moving to DFW, and honestly, it's one of the biggest things that family notices after moving here, is the community feel. Neighbors actually know each other depending on the city that you live in. Kids ride bikes. I've been to some neighborhoods where I've seen lemonade stands. People show up for local events. And yes, Friday night football is absolutely a real thing here in Texas. And out here, there's just a different energy to suburban life out here. And a lot of people end up loving it pretty quickly. All right, so let's talk about the 7 best suburbs to live in if you have a family. And the number one is gonna be Frisco. I hope this is no surprise. If you are searching videos on YouTube about Dallas, I am certain that Frisco comes up quite a bit. Frisco is usually the first suburb that families ask me about, and honestly, it's for a good reason. If you want the suburb that checks all of the box for families specifically, Frisco is kind of hard to beat. The schools are excellent. Frisco ISD is consistently ranked as one of the top districts in Texas. The city feels safe, clean, organized, and family focused, and there's always something to do. You've got the Star, you've got FC Dallas, and shopping everywhere. You also have tons of restaurants and family entertainment all across the city. And with the Universal Studios coming in, this area is only getting bigger and better long-term. Housing-wise, you've got everything from new starter homes all the way up to luxury estates inside some really expensive master plan communities. And the amenities out here are honestly next level, from pools, trails, fitness centers, parks, and some neighborhoods in Frisco feel like a country club. Now the downside, Frisco is expensive. It has changed quite a bit over the years. It has, due to the saturation and the demand of the area, home values have gone up. You're paying for all of the convenience and the growth that Frisco offers. It is one of those cities where you can live in and you don't have to go to another city. But if the budget works and you want the full package, Frisco absolutely delivers. And to give you a data point, the average sales price in in Frisco is $785. So the next city we're gonna talk about is Allen. Allen is one of those suburbs where people move in and then wonder why they almost overlooked it, because you still get a lot of the same benefits of Frisco, usually even at a better price point. The schools are great, and Allen ISD has a really strong reputation. The city feels safe, family-oriented, and honestly just really well maintained overall, and there's plenty to do out here as well. You have Waters Creek, the Allen Premium Outlets, Topgolf, a lot of parks and restaurants. It's also got really good balance of convenience without feeling quite as hectic as Frisco can sometimes feel. Housing-wise, there is great variety too. Starter homes, move-up homes, larger luxury homes, especially in neighborhoods like Twin Creeks as well as Star Creek. To me, Allen is kind of the sweet spot for families that want premium suburban living without stretching all the way into Frisco. And as of today, May 2026, the average home price in Allen is $507. Another really great city is Flower Mound. Flower Mound is completely different vibe from Frisco and Allen. This one feels more established, more relaxed, more community driven, and honestly, a lot of families love that. You've got great schools, really strong safety ratings, and tons of outdoor space. You also have access to Lake Grapevine as well as Lake Louisville. And neighborhoods like Wellington and Bridgewood have that mature, established feel that a lot of buyers specifically want. This is the kind of place where neighbors actually know each other, people wave, the kids play outside, and it just feels a little slower pace in a good way. And if you work near DFW, Las Colinas, Grapevine, or even parts of Fort Worth, this is a fantastic location. And right now, home prices on average in Flower Mound are $767,000. So another really great city you want to check out, and I'm actually shopping with a client in this city right now. We are shopping for a $1.1 million home that sits on a green belt, and this city offers a few options in this category. So Coppell is one of the most consistently solid suburbs in DFW. It's not flashy, it's not trying to be the next big thing, it just works. The schools are excellent. Coppell ISD has had a strong reputation for years, and the location is one of the biggest advantages. You are close to the airport, close to Dallas, and commuting from Coppell is way easier than a lot of the northern suburbs. And because it's more established, you get mature trees, larger lots, and neighborhoods with actual character. Old Town Coppell gives the area a really cool local feel to it. Farmers markets, local events, walkability, things that you don't always get in some of the newer suburbs. And if you value stability, convenience, and established neighborhoods over the brand new everything, then Coppell deserves a really serious look. And right now in Coppell, the average home price is $665,000. So the next city is Murphy. Murphy is one of my favorite suburbs to introduce people to because so many buyers have never even heard of it. And then they drive through it and immediately go, wait, why does nobody really talk about this place? This is really kind of cool. It borders Plano, so it has a really great pocket to it. The homes here tend to feel more custom, more unique, and honestly a little bit more upscale without being too flashy. You've got bigger lots, quieter neighborhoods, and less congestion than some of the bigger name suburbs nearby. From a school perspective, options are really strong too, since parts of Murphy actually feed into Plano ISD and Wiley ISD. And overall, it just feels peaceful. Murphy is for the buyer that wants something quieter, less crowded, but still close enough to everything. This is one of those suburbs where people move in and they just kind of stay for a long time. And right now, the average home price in Murphy is $627,000. So if you're watching and you're thinking, okay, I probably need some help narrowing this down, that is literally what I do every day. I have got a free relocation guide that you can download by scanning this QR code that goes deeper into neighborhoods, schools, commute areas, and things that you really need to know before moving here. And if you want to actually talk through your situation, you can use this QR code to book a call with me. And it's super easy. We're going to show you here on the screen how super easy it is to book a call with me, so we have some dedicated time to really talk through what your overall goals are. No pressure at all, just a real conversation about what makes the most sense for your move. So number 6 on the list of the top cities in DFW for families is going to be Prosper, Texas. Prosper is for the family that wants newer everything. New homes, new schools, new shopping, new infrastructure. This area is really growing fast, it has changed dramatically over the last 10 to 15 years. And if you like the modern master plan communities, Prosper is probably going to catch your attention pretty quickly. Rensong Ranch is one of the biggest draws out here, especially with the Crystal Lagoon. And overall, this area feels fresh, modern, and family friendly. Now, the trade-off for Prosper is going to be the location. You are further north, so depending on where you work, commute time can definitely become a factor. And because the area is growing so quickly, infrastructure is still catching up in some of the spots, but long term, a lot of families see a huge upside in moving to Prosper. And right now, the average home price in Prosper, Texas is $969,000. So the last city I want to talk about is in Dallas proper, technically, but it has its own name and it goes by University Park. It's honestly on its own category. This isn't a master plan suburban life. This is legacy neighborhood, incredible location, top tier schools, and homes with real character and history. You are minutes from downtown Dallas, Highland Park, Uptown, and SMU. And the neighborhoods out here just feel established in a way that's kind of hard to replicate. Highland Park ISD is one of the top districts in Texas, and that alone drives a ton of demand to the area. Now, obviously, this is the most expensive suburb on the list by a mile, but if the budget is flexible and location matters most, University Park is hard to beat. Now, here's the truth nobody online really talks about. There is no single best suburb in DFW. There's only the suburb that fits your family that is going to be the best, because what works for one family may not work for the other. So here's what I always tell my buyers to think about. First, what is your real monthly budget? Not just your mortgage, but everything. Property taxes, your HOA fees. You need to know the actual comfort zone. And the second thing is what matters most in schools. Is it academics for your children? Is it sports? Is it arts? Is it private school access? Different suburbs shine in different ways. And the third thing you want to think about is going to be your commute. Do not underestimate the commute time in DFW. Seriously, I can't stress that enough. A suburb can be amazing, but if you are miserable driving every single day, that affects the quality of your life pretty quickly. And finally, you want to consider the lifestyle. Do you want newer neighborhoods? Do you want amenities or mature trees, established character? The answer alone usually narrows down the list pretty quickly. These are the exact conversations I have with families before we ever go look at homes. So there you go, 7 of the best suburbs in DFW for families. And honestly, there are even more great areas beyond the list depending on your budget and lifestyle. If this video helped, hit the like button because it really helps the channel, and it also helps me know what kind of videos you guys want to see on here week by week. And also, if you are looking to relocate to the DFW area, you can contact me with the information that is on your screen, and we will get started on your goes to the Big D. My relocation guide is also a great way to get a lot of information before, if you are in your research phase. This is a great option for you to download. And if you are planning your move to DFW, I would love to help, and I'll see you in the next video.